What's going on, guys? This is Jack bringing you another episode from the Dozacraft server. I know it's been a while. We've all kind of went on a hiatus here. Most of the members of Dozacraft have actually stopped playing completely for the most part. So I don't know, I guess we kind of died out there for a bit. I decided today, just to kind of get a video out there, I would show everyone around my base. So, as you can see, we just came through my portal, and this is what we look like from the outside. I apologize for it being dark already, and don't mind that big pillar. I'll explain that later as well. But first thing you notice is probably the tower up there, which I built that just goofing. And it actually turned into a huge thing because around my base, once I get over here, let me make this a little faster, we can see, this is the point of the pillar here also, it's just to give me a good lookout around my base. Once I get up here, you'll be able to see I've got a few of those pillars, or not the pillars, but a few of those towers around, and I figured instead of, I don't know what that light is, but you can see I got one there, and there's one over there. I guess it's actually kind of lucky we did this at nighttime, because you can see them. But this one was built for show, just on top of the mountain, showing where my base is and everything before I had my beacon, and this huge spawner here, and my ice machine over there. But then I thought about it, and these two right here, instead of just having a huge cobblestone pillar sticking out of my spawners, like most people do, I decided to make them a little prettier and just build another tower. It's an exact replica. It's got the stone brick and the cobble mix and same torches and everything on both of these. That one is my skeleton spawner, and this one over here is a double spider spawner that I haven't finished yet, so I won't show you that one, but we can go look at that one in a bit. First of all, I want to show you, I guess, top down from my base. I'm not going to go up here. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have all seen this. It's I guess an etho design I've been hearing. I don't know, I found it on YouTube a long time ago, and it's the one that I always build now. Oh, good lord. This is my ice machine. It's, the idea obviously is not my own of the blocking of the ice, but the redstone design was mine, and I did it completely myself and figured out the mechanics on a redstone test world of mine. I just feel like that adds a little more fun to it than copy somebody else's design. Gives a little difference. I don't want to have everything look the same. So I've got my little clock over here. Looks like we actually just missed it, but this clock runs around. It's got items that come through, and once they get to this end one here, it pops this piston up. Sorry, that's not a very good view here. It pops this piston up and sends a one-tick pulse through here, which sets off all of these pistons, and it pushes the ice over. Oh, well, there we go. It pushes that ice that forms here over and then down immediately. And since there's water streams all around here, it makes solid water, and then it refreezes, and rinse and repeat. Moving on from here, I guess we'll just take it floor by floor. So let me get back down here. This is the top floor that I have not finished at all yet. I plan on having the mountain look the same, just have a big glass dome covering this here. And then I've got these elevators here going all the way down to the bottom of my base. Well, my mine, which is way down there in the bottom, where you can see that little puddle of water over here. It's just a big water drop going all the way down. This is my third floor. It doesn't have much in it. It's got the top part of my wheat farm, which I still have yet to extend up here. I think I've got another 3 floors to add on to it. I'm not sure if I feel like doing that or just capping this off somehow, because you can see that looks terrible right now. This is just my general storage. Upstairs is the bulk. It'd be like cobblestone, dirt, stone, bricks, yada yada. That good stuff. I've also got the trophy ender chest right in the middle of it, so I can get to it from both floors. This is my enchanting room, and it's also my library and book storage where I save all of my books that I make. This actually used to be a cobblestone generator, but I ended up tearing that out because I had to put some stuff in the wall behind it downstairs, and so, you know, I had to go. It was kind of pointless anyways. I used it maybe 3 times in the couple of months that I had it. Oh, my enchanting room, I should probably explain that a little more. There's this button over here. It has the perfect delay to where one person can get in. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I don't know why I made it hidden. Like, there's really no point in that. I just wanted a little fun to it. But I've got all my books organized, the protections, and aqua affinity, and they are organized by level also. Like, here's 4, 3, and there's 2, and then, oh, I guess 3 goes down farther, and then 2 over here, and then 1 on the very end. But it's all organized by the ID numbers when they were still in use. And then this is bulk storage for any book that has more than 1 enchantment on it. And, you know, beacon comes up through nice and pretty. And this button also has a delay on it just so one person can get in and out. It just makes it a little easier and more fun to have everybody have to hit the button independently, I guess. This is my main floor. This is also where you come in. I got a clock so I can see what time it is. Here's the button to get in and out. It's all decorated right here on the mountainside, and this is the outside button to get back in. I wired that a little differently. I actually have a doorbell hooked up to it. You can see a little of the redstone down here when you click it. You get that, which is the Big Ben tune. And I've got this lever here, which is a door lock. It can lock the door so it doesn't open from the inside or outside. But it doesn't disable the doorbell. I have it wired so that the doorbell still works, so I can choose that I want to let people in or not. I mean, of course, they can still come in through here or just pick through the door. It's more of a role play type of thing, just for fun. But it also has the added benefit of locking the door open if I'm going to be in and out a lot, so I don't have to keep listening to my doorbell. So there's that. I can actually show you the redstone too. This is the redstone for the door. This is the lock right here. That's the lock wire. It just locks this repeater here, and then it loops around and locks this repeater as well. The only thing it doesn't affect is this redstone down here, which is the doorbell. And it just comes down to this funny looking thing, which... Oops. That one, that one, that one. Same thing. Anyways, right there is where we were looking down. But that just leads up, and then right there is the button from outside to get in. And it just connects to the doorbell first. And then it has a small delay, and it switches it over, and then... once it comes up, I think it comes up through here, and that just activates and goes up and over. If I can actually get up here, it goes up and over, and then straight up into the door, which I've got that all uncovered as well, and just simple redstone, not a big deal. And this redstone over here is just the door wiring where I can use the redstone torch key here. The big portal, it's actually linked up to where when I go through this, it takes me to my nether tunnel, but then when you go through the portal over there, it doesn't link to this one. I have it where it only links to the one over there, so people don't show up in my base. I feel like that's gonna make it a little better for the whole doorbell thing and whatnot. Oh, that's not good. Over here is my kind of kitchen area, and it was originally my storage room, and I just had chests lined through all of this. But instead, I've got your basic chicken farm that I had to make a 2-wide design for, just to fit my extra redstone in there. I'll show you that in a second. But it's got the regular cooker, in case I want to have it. Right now it's on egg collect, but I can flip it up, and all the eggs get dispensed out here, and then you can grow chickens and cook them. Or you can just flip it down, and they get thrown into a cactus downstairs. Oh, right. These guys This is a automatic melon farm. As soon as the melon pops up here, it sends the redstone signal through, breaks it, and then goes into the hoppers there and down into boxes. Same for this. It's a pumpkin farm. They're very slow, but I mean, it's a passive farm, so it doesn't really matter too much. All my food organized right there. That's pumpkin and melon. Just has a yeah, right there. You can see it just barely. There's a hopper in the back of them, and that's just where it feeds down into them. Oh, this is where I put my beacon. Directly up there, you can see the books. That's my library. It just comes straight up to the floor. This is probably the smallest sugarcane farm that was made automatic. It grows one at the top, and as you can see, it sometimes pushes them through the stairs, but most of the time it just pushes out and pops it right off into the back, and it goes down that hopper. Then I've got my cocoa beans right next to it, just for, you know, cocoa beans, so I can make some cookies. I love me some cookies. I can also show you all the redstone right now. My chicken farm is kind of broken. I need to set up a torch system here where it shuts these off in a pattern so that the items go into the correct boxes. I mean, they're full right now, so it doesn't really matter. But as of this point, whether it's on collect or grow, everything just filters down and gets sent into the cactus here. That's just your basic elevator. Everybody's seen that. Or not elevator, but repeater. It just shoots everything out of the dropper when it's in there. This is the lock that just turns on egg collect or chicken grow, whatever you want to call it. And then this, I'm sure everybody's seen it before. It's just the basic redstone. Everybody's seen the 1x5 automatic chicken farm. I just modified it a bit to make it a 2 wide design. This, I'm actually going to show you the redstone first. This is another redstone contraption I figured out on my own with seeing somebody else's nano farm design. It has 3 dispensers full of bone meal that grow anything you put on it. As soon as you flip the lever, it starts going very, very quickly. I can show you that before I finish. This is just a quick redstone of my sugarcane farms. Daylight sensor, 1-tick pulse, and it just pops this out, pulls it back in. As soon as this is done, it just click, click. Alright, now I'm going to go turn on the nano farm, show you how it works, and then I'll come back to the explanation a little bit here. I want to do carrot. Let's just grab a few carrots here. I don't like that. That's going to irk me. So what you do is you just place carrot, flip the lever, and okay. Guess we'll eat first, and then I don't think I'm. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you just gotta hit it at the right time. But as you can see, it grows them every time it hits, and I mean it works pretty fast. It's a lot better when I'm not recording. I set my recording to 30 frames per second. Normally I'm running about 150, and I guess I probably should have left that on to show you, but it works a lot better when I'm not hitting 30 frames. But it works on this, which is just a burnout torch. They basically activate each other and just keep going on and off. There's 3 of them, so it doesn't burn out completely. And it just causes this to flicker very quickly, which activates all 3 of the dispensers. I'm sorry if you can barely hear me over all the noise here, but then the lever is attached right here, which just gives it a solid signal to shut it off. Okay, I'm going to quickly get out of here and shut that off because that is not okay anymore. Holy crap. I was trying to do all that on one breath, so I didn't blow your guys' speakers out or anything. This right here is just a little tool shed I built inside my house just to keep all of my goodies. My shovels, my picks, axes, and all of your mothers. And what else do we got? Oh, my wheat farm. I actually have the button set. I'm going to explain it before I show you, so I can show you with the redstone. The button is set to where the water will come out as soon as you click it, and then after 10 seconds, it sucks it back in. Again, redstone design was completely mine. The idea was not. It took me about 3 hours to figure it out in a redstone test world. And basically the idea is there's 30 items in here, which gives about 10 seconds of the water being out. And when you hit the button, it shuts this off. This redstone block goes over to this side, sends a signal through here. It's got a 1-tick pulse, flips it up. All of these, it's just a regular torch tower. It gives all of the dispensers a tick, or a pulse, which turns on the water. Then once these go over to this side, they flow all the way back, and it shuts it back off. And it goes through this side and gives it another pulse, and it shuts it off. And hello. I will show you how that works. You hit the button, you can see that it flipped over here. All this stuff is flowing out, and the water is coming. It's pushing everything to the end here. Starts to flow back into this one, which lets it flip back over and sends the second pulse, and then all the water gets shut off. Yeah, I don't have many hoppers, so a lot of the times things get stuck on there until they completely flow into the box. That's not really anything to worry me. Just kind of happens. Over here, this is my armory. From my skeleton spawner, since we're on hard mode, I get a absolute metric ton of loot. And it all filters right over to here. And, well, I guess I'll explain this. Once I get all of these fully repaired, I plan on filling the boxes and then fully repairing everything. And, excuse me, once everything gets fully repaired, they will all be enchanted with level 30 enchants, which is why I have this nifty little contraption here. It just sends them up one at a time, just so it gives a nice little visual effect. And, well, I guess, yeah, we can go have a look at this now. This is just the massive elevator that was designed, well, I don't know if it was designed by him, but he built it for me on here. He said it was more efficient than just the standard. It makes sure all of the items come out instead of getting a few stuck in there. I know a lot of the item elevators have that problem, but it's hooked up directly to the skeleton farm, and it has a huge hopper train of about, I'd say 200 hoppers, and they send it all the way over to the bottom of this, and it just shoots them up as soon as they're in there, and flips them into this box over here. This box right here. And then from there, I can just put them where they go, organize them. We can go have a look at the skeleton farm. Yeah, here's just it's a slow tick elevator, so it keeps pulse with these, or keeps, what's the word? It keeps rhythm with those, so that they don't get out of hand or anything, and it makes sure that all of the items get up correctly and all that good jazz. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's a lot of hoppers. It comes down here and makes a hook, and then you can see it right there on the end. Let's try to get over here a little faster. La 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 la. Cut through a mine shaft too. Been working on that. And this is my skeleton spawner room. It was a mine shaft, but I decided to decorate it a little extra. The spawner is behind this wall here, and it filters them all up behind this block, and they go up, drop into here. They're all one-hit kill. You just beat the crap out of them, drop this, and collect your experience. This hopper right here sucks all of their goodies back into this, which shoots them up this elevator and into the sorter. This one collects bones, this one collects arrows. Bones get sent into those 3 chests, arrows get sent into these 3, and all of the armor and bows and everything else get filtered out and sent over into my armory over there. I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I just got a little essential area down here. Let's try to get up this a little bit faster. Trying to save you guys time here. I am. I really hope you appreciate it. This is just what the inside of the towers look like. It's not really a big deal. And as you can see, it is the tower over on the beach. It took a lot of wood to make those hoppers, let me tell you guys. It was honestly a huge pain in the behind. This I guess we can address this right now. This is an infinite villager breeder that I made. It has a little extractor on it. Yeah, you put a minecart. Oh, okay. You put a minecart on here and just hit the button and it pulls one out. And I figured that would be the easiest way. I plan on making this whole area here into a village. And I want to have it populated with around 50 to 60 villagers. It's going to take up the better part of this area. And it's just going to be houses, and I'm going to have little businesses and all that kind of stuff. Just a little extra role play for them so they can kind of build their own little world. And this is my horse stable. I don't even know how to begin explaining this. It's just got your basic, well, I guess I'm going to have to climb on this guy. Flip the lever, drops down the hay. You know, that's how you get them out of here. Same way to get them in. It has quite a few horses in it, I want to say, even a couple donkeys. I think I've got 6 donkeys total. And yeah, I've got 2 loose horses because I actually ran out of storage space. There's 46 horses, I want to say, total in here. And I want to explain that a little bit. I didn't plan on having 46 horses. I planned on having maybe 10 horses. What it was is over to the side here. I'm going to try to get back over. Why aren't I regenning? Should be within distance of my beacon. Anyways, I planned on getting just a few. And you guys can see this ravine here, I'm hoping. And then there's this wood flat spot here. That was another part of the ravine. And off in the distance is a third part of that ravine. And I get over there, and there was a horse down in there. So I was like, oh, well, cool. I get my first horse, and it's right by my base. That was about all you can ask for. And I get down into the ravine, and there's just horses. All 3 of them. It's all connects. It's all the same ravine. And it's just horses upon horses upon horses. They're literally everywhere in there. And I still don't even have them all. I just quit collecting them because I went 2 over, and I feel like I don't need to have that many. So it just kind of turned into like a horse sanctuary type of thing. And I guess I'm just rescuing them as another little role play. Like a server, Dozacraft server. Doza is the owner of the server, I guess you could say. He wants it to be roleplay based. So, like, of course, it's survival. You go, you do your own thing. But there's also a town hall type of thing. There's a whole main spawn city with shops and, like, redstone work. And you can, like, there's a guy on here that you can hire him to do redstone for you. And, like me, I even sell cobble and stone over there. But so it's well, not redstone. It's roleplay based, so it just adds a little fun to it. This is my cow farm. I'm sure you guys have all seen that before. You just hit the button, put them in some water, give them the wheat, they pop out the back, and you slaughter them. Give you a little peek in here. Yes, it's very, very inhumane, and I love it. I wouldn't do it to a real cow, don't get me wrong. Cows are wonderful. This is where I used to have my pumpkin and melon farm. And it's just kind of open and plain because I tore it out and moved it upstairs to my kitchen area. Just same as this. This used to be a wheat farm. Just your standard plant it, wait for it to grow, and harvest. Over here is somewhere back there. Boop. This is just the lower part of my beacon, as well as, you know, the bare redstone for my farms over here. And like this is just the hopper train from the sugar cane. Oh, there you go. That's how you get rid of them. Anyways, this whole room here, this huge, whatever this is, 20 by 10 by, I don't know, another 10, I guess. This was all gravel. This entire thing, this whole opening was gravel. I found this place, it had a gravel floor inside the mountain. I figured, you know, whatever, it's just going to be a top layer of gravel. I'll just remove it, and I'll just start working from the stone and build a house. And I ended up with this, plus like 2 or 3 other chests full of gravel. I can actually show you those also really quick. They're right outside my door here. Because I ran out of places to put it. Like, all this gravel, all the flint here, and that was all just in my basement. Like, I have picked the absolute worst place to make a home. And I don't even know how I managed to do that. Well, I guess I'll show you that in the bottom. Never mind. Okay, well, I can use a water drop here. This is my mine. Just your regular branch mine. What I do to measure, I space torches 5 apart, just like this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th one it gets a torch. And I do that for 32 torches. That's how far I go. And I also did that each direction this way. And then they're going to go each direction this way. And this way. And once I'm done with that, I will move up 2 blocks and start on the next floor and do the same exact thing. And I plan on mining out basically the entire area beneath my base. But the elevators here, very simple. I keep this box on each floor, just a single chest full of ender pearls. And it's because these elevators are my fastest way to get from the bottom to the top of my base. And it's just simple 1 wide. Most people have a 2 wide because it's a lot more reliable, and I can speak for that. I get stuck in these quite often. Just throw it up, hit the string, and it closes the pistons beneath you, and ta-da, you're on the next floor. And you can stretch them, I think it has a maximum of 30 blocks apart. Because I think an ender pearl you can throw about 32 straight up. And for it to be efficient and reliable, you'd want to have them about 30 at max, which 30 would be something like that first throw from the very bottom down there. Oh, bloody hell. That would be about 30. And the rest of them, I think I did about 15, 9, I think was one of them. Because my floors are only 9 apart, so it's just 9 to 15 for the rest of them. Aside from that, I'm not going to show you my double spider. I already told you that it's not finished, so there'd be really no point in showing that. But I guess aside from that, that's really all there is at my base. Unless you wanted to look at this good-looking guy. This good-looking guy right here. Right now. Yeah. Alright, well, there's another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't much, but it's been a while since I've put one out, so I figured I would give you at least something. Again, my name is Jack. This is the MinecraftByJack channel here on the Dozacraft server. Bye-bye, guys.